Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chief Judge Jay Yukon of the 19th Judicial Circuit in Lake County, Illinois. Welcome to your Courthouse at Work, where judges tell the story of how justice is administered in our county. In this episode, various judges from our criminal division will take us on a tour of our new criminal court tower. In legal updates, Veronica O'Malley reports on new traffic laws that take place this year, while Judge Joseph Salvi discusses the law Merit Badge Day. Judge Elizabeth Rochford interviews a fellow with the Justice Course Volunteer Program. Judge Dan Jessica provides an overview of the High School Open Doors Day at the courthouse. And finally, Judge Michael Foos tells us about the changes at the Lake County Courthouse. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, I'm Circuit Court Judge Dan Shanes, and I serve as the presiding judge of the Felony Division. I'm proud to introduce you to the new Lake County Criminal Courts Tower. Welcome, come inside, and let's take a tour of our state-of-the-art building. This impressive building reflects the important work that happens here on a daily basis. In this courthouse, the judges and lawyers strive to protect the constitutional rights of all people. The main entry is on Washington Street. As you can see, litigants and lawyers are now protected from the weather, as the lobby is large enough to allow folks to wait inside the building before going through security. As people come in, they can view a video display to confirm the courtroom and time for their case. Once inside, visitors can meet with court compliance officers and pretrial bond service officers, or take the escalator up to the second floor to take to the pedestrian bridge, to the main part of the courthouse, or get to the jury assembly room.
Hello, I'm Associate Judge Paul Novak. I'm assigned to Bond Court, which is located on the first floor of the new tower building. As you can see, this is a temporary facility. Once renovation of the former courtroom is complete, Bond Court will return to the Babcock Center. The area behind the wall has seating for the public, and the public is able to hear what is happening in the courtroom. On weekends, the Bond Court judge also uses this room to conduct weddings.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Levitt. I'm one of the circuit judges here in the 19th Judicial Circuit, and this is our jury assembly room. We've designed it with the comfort and the safety of our jurors in mind. So you'll notice when you're here, we have ample seating, we have charging stations, we have a quiet room for working, we have a snack room for snacking, we even have a lactation room for those of you who may need such a room. When we designed this room, we recognize that jurors are a vital part of our justice system, so we tried our best to make sure that each of you were comfortable and safe for your time with us.
Hi, I'm Circuit Court Judge Kristen Bishop. We are here in one of the 12 new courtrooms of the Criminal Courts Tower. These courtrooms are designed to accommodate all persons. They are wheelchair-friendly and ADA compliant. There is ample seating for the public and for the jury. These are state-of-the-art facilities that include multiple video screens and a large retractable screen, a controllable sound system, and secure contact visiting rooms for attorneys to visit with clients in custody. Now let's go to the 8th floor to see our ceremonial courtroom.
Hello, I'm Circuit Judge Victoria Rossetti, and I am also the presiding judge of the Criminal Division. You are now on the 8th floor of our beautiful new Criminal Courts Tower. And in this particular courtroom, we hold complex as well as multi-defendant trials. We are so proud of this building, and we are thankful to our court partners and the community for ensuring its completion. This building provides superior access to justice for all of the citizens of Lake County. I hope you've enjoyed your tour. Thank you.
Recent traffic studies show that texting while driving is 6 times more dangerous than driving while intoxicated. Hello, I'm Judge Veronica O'Malley.
And I am Judge Joseph Salvi. In today's episode, Judge O'Malley will report on some new traffic laws that will take effect this year, while I will tell you about the Boy Scout Law Merit Badge Day that was held recently at the Lake County Courthouse.
No texting while driving is the message again being sent by Illinois lawmakers. Starting July 1st, people stopped for texting while driving will be issued a moving violation that will go on their driving record. And 3 moving violations in a year will result in your driver's license being suspended. fines for these offenses are very high. They start at $75 and they increase every time you're charged with this offense, and every time you receive this citation, it will go on your driving record. In addition, another new traffic safety law, which took effect in January, requires children under 2 to sit in rear-facing car seats, with violators facing, once again, stiff fines that start at $75 for a first offense, and then they jump to $200 for a second offense. Only toddlers who weigh more than 40 pounds or are over 40 inches tall are exempt from this law, which was really in reaction to a traffic study that determined children under 2 are 75% less likely to suffer severe injuries or death from motor vehicle crashes if they are in a rear-facing car seat.
Well, that is an alarming study. On January 26, 2019, the 19th Judicial Circuit conducted the 22nd Annual Law Merit Badge Program, whereby Boy and Girl Scouts were able to earn their Law Merit Badge. The Scouts had a full day touring the courthouse and the coroner's office, met the Lake County Sheriff's Department K-9 unit and their hero, Boomer the dog. 3 judges participated: Judge Jessica, Judge Lombardo, and Judge Bronsky. The day ended with a mock trial presentation and a presentation of the Scouts' certificates, both of which were presided over by Judge Lombardo. This has been Judge Joseph Salvi.
And I'm Judge Veronica O'Malley, reporting on legal updates.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Rochford. I'm a judge here in Lake County, assigned to the Family Law Division, and I have the privilege of presiding over the Self-Represented Litigants Call, a courtroom where parties represent themselves instead of being represented by attorneys. If you've ever found yourself in the courthouse, bewildered about where to go, which forms to use, or how to fill them out, you are certainly not alone. And I have some good news for you. We have help for you right here in the courthouse in the Lake County Law Library. So here we are in the Lake County Law Library. Hello, you're a new face here in the library.
I am, yes. My name is Lauren, and I'm a fellow with the Illinois Justice Corps.
That sounds interesting. What's the Illinois Justice Corps?
A Justice Corps is an AmeriCorps service program run by the Illinois Bar Foundation, and it places volunteers at courthouses throughout the state of Illinois.
What's the nature of your project?
I help self-represented litigants understand the legal process, fill out paperwork, and navigate their way around the physical courthouse. Sometimes I sit in the courtrooms and help out the judges directly, and I provide referrals to legal aid and other social service resources.
Is this program unique to Lake County?
No, Justice Corps is a statewide program. We're currently serving at 13 courthouses within 11 judicial circuits and 5 appellate districts.
Are all the Justice Corps fellows doing the same work?
Well, our work might vary day to day. We all have the same goal of making the court system more understandable and more accessible to people without attorneys.
We have a diverse community here in Lake County and a large Spanish-speaking population. Is there any chance you speak Spanish?
Sí, hablo español.
Oh, that's wonderful. Muy bien. And how is this great program funded?
A Justice Corps is made possible through a unique collaboration among the Illinois Supreme Court Commission on Access to Justice, the Illinois Bar Foundation, the Chicago Bar Foundation, as well as AmeriCorps. But we also receive some support from our local partners like the Lake County Courthouse.
If a person in the community were in need of assistance, where would they find you and how would they recognize you?
I'm here at the courthouse every single day, and court patrons can recognize me and the other volunteers by our blue shirt with the Justice Corps logo on it.
Lauren, we are so lucky to have you here in the courthouse. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, and I'm looking forward to helping out.
I'm Judge Dan Jessica. The 19th Judicial Circuit recently hosted 21 local high school students for a day of job shadowing with judges and other partners in the Lake County judicial system. These 21 students got to explore and experience a possible career as a judge, prosecutor, public defender, or a member of the sheriff's court security team. The morning began with a reception hosted by the judges of Lake County. The students were introduced to the judge, prosecutor, or public defender that they were going to be shadowing for the morning. The students then spent the morning in court at the Lake County Courthouse, observing and asking questions about the ongoing court proceedings. Afterwards, the judges held a question and answer session where the students had the opportunity to ask any follow-up questions based on what they had observed and to explore what it might be like to work in the legal profession.
Well, I wanted to participate in this program today because I think it's important for kids before they make life choices about their fields to get a real opportunity to see what those choices are. And so going to a courtroom, I think for a lot of people is one of the things they're considering in the future, and what better way to go to a courtroom and see if you enjoy it.
Well, I think all the students that I had a chance to run across were genuinely interested in what goes on in their courthouse. It's not every day that young men and women are involved and exposed to the real world problems that happen in Lake County, and it was, I think, an eye-opener for all the kids to get to see what goes on each and every day.
I've always had an interest in the law, and I think that I might want to pursue law as my job later down the road, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to come see what it looks like in the real world. We saw the pretrial work for a murder trial, and it was really interesting just to get to see how the whole process works and kind of a little behind-the-scenes view, but then also getting to see an actual meeting with the lawyers and going over all the evidence and reviewing everything right before the case. I thought it was just really interesting.
I've always kind of had an interest in law, just kind of wanted to see what it was like, just wanted to see a little bit of how the world works.
It was very interesting. I shadowed a public defender, and it was a pretty good experience. I got to see misdemeanor pre-trials, and I got a tour of the public defender's office. It was pretty good, actually. It piqued my interest in a practice of law. It might be something that I would want to do.
You know, if you're interested, even if you're not that interested and you just have no idea what you're going to do, where you're going to go in college, and of course it's going to be fun anyways.
My colleagues and I welcome young people who are interested in the law because just that opportunity to see that passion, that excitement, that interest in what we do, I think it's good for us and it helps recharge our batteries as well. If anybody would like to see what goes on in our courthouse, please reach out to court administration. We're open from 9 to 5, and we'd certainly love to have you visit.
Hello, I'm Judge Mike Foose of the 19th Judicial Circuit here in Waukegan. In the past year, we've again seen some major changes at the courthouse. Judge Meg Marcoullier, a graduate of Northwestern University and Loyola University Law School, retired in December 2018 after 24 years of dedicated service to the people of Lake County. After serving in the Illinois Attorney General's office, as well as the Administrative Office of the Illinois Courts, she was appointed as a Lake County Assistant State's Attorney in 1994 for the Civil Division, and for nearly 16 years, she provided invaluable advice and guidance to Lake County government agencies and officials, eventually being named Chief Deputy State's Attorney for the Civil Division. After being appointed Associate Judge in 2010, Judge Marcoullier served in the Civil, Family, and Traffic and Misdemeanor Divisions. She was especially known for her hard work, her intellect, and her patient demeanor. Judge John J. Scully has spent over half a century of public service to our community and our country. After graduating from the United States Naval Academy in 1969, he spent 30 years in the Navy and Navy Reserve, including a tour on a destroyer off the coast of Vietnam, working as a JAG officer, and finally as commander of Naval Reserve Intelligence Area 9, retiring at the rank of captain. After a short stint in the Lake County State's Attorney's Office, he served over 25 years as an Assistant United States Attorney in the Organized Crime Strike Force and the United States Attorney's Office in Chicago, prosecuting some of the most important cases ever brought by that office, including the Family Secrets case, which successfully prosecuted the most vicious members of the Chicago Mafia for a myriad of crimes, including 18 murders over a period of more than 40 years. When he retired from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Ron Majors of ABC News said of him, "He gives honor to the phrase public servant." In 2008, he was presented with the John Marshall Award from the Attorney General of the United States in recognition of his accomplishments. As a judge, he served over 10 years in both the civil and criminal divisions, where he was known for his humility, his hard work, and his sense of both fairness and his sense of humor. In addition to his legal career, he also served over 25 years as an adjunct instructor at the College of Lake County. Judge Reggie Matthews was appointed to the bench in 2018 after a long career in the Lake County State's Attorney's Office. Judge Matthews grew up in Lake County and earned his bachelor's degree in law enforcement administration from Western Illinois University. He then attended Louisiana State University School of Law, where he received his Juris Doctorate degree. After being admitted to practice law in Illinois in 2001, he served honorably as an assistant state's attorney, prosecuting cases ranging from traffic offenses up to murder cases. And before being appointed associate judge in June 2018, his most recent responsibility in the Lake County State's Attorney's Office was serving as division chief of the Gang and Narcotics Division. After graduating Waukegan High School, Judge Patricia Cornell, one of our newer judges, attended the College of Lake County as well as the University of Wisconsin Parkside, while also working for local attorney Thomas Gurewitz. She then worked as a legal assistant at the Chicago law firm of Kirkland and Ellis, and after graduating from John Marshall Law School in 2003, she returned home to Waukegan to practice law. She rejoined Tom Gurewitz and then opened her own firm in 2007. As a partner in the firm, Cornell Anderson, she distinguished herself in the area of family law, where she represented her clients with both ardor and compassion. Judge Cornell was appointed associate judge in January 2019 and continues to be active in both the local and legal communities. She's currently serving as second vice president of the Lake County Bar Association and is a member of the NYCASA Teen Court Advisory Board. She's also active in Jefferson Inns of Court and works at the Holy Family Soup Kitchen. In her spare time, she babysits her 1-year-old grandson, Liam. Judge Bowling Haxel, or Bodie as we call him, is our newest judge, having been appointed to the bench in March 2019 to fill the vacancy left by Judge Scully's retirement. Bodie brings a unique background and experience to the 19th Judicial Circuit. After being raised in Maryland and graduating from Wesleyan University in Connecticut, he taught and coached for 1 year at his alma mater, Queen Anne School in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. He then attended the University of Chicago Law School, where he was president of the Law Students Association. In his first summer during law school, he clerked for Judge Spellbring of Prince George's County, Maryland, and Judge Harrell Jr. of the Maryland Court of Special Appeals. During his second summer in law school, he served as a summer associate at the Washington, D.C. office of Jones Day, and also as an intern in the United States Attorney's Office in Chicago. Following graduation from law school with honors in 1999, he was an assistant state's attorney in Lake County for over 10 years before transitioning to the United States Attorney's Office in Chicago, where he prosecuted criminal offenses including narcotics, violent crimes, public corruption, financial offenses, and he also worked in the James B. Moran Second Chance program to help offenders re-enter society. We certainly wish our retired judges the long and healthy retirement they have earned and deserve, but we are very grateful for the energy, talent, and experience that our newest judges bring to the 19th Judicial Circuit. They, along with our current judges, will help ensure that everyone receives fair access to justice. I'm Judge Mike Foose. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Your Courthouse at Work. All of us in the 19th Judicial Circuit strive to serve the people of Lake County with integrity and competence in a way that makes every citizen confident in their judicial system. I hope this segment has been informative and has showed you what goes on here at the Lake County Courthouse from the 19th Judicial Circuit in Waukegan, Illinois. I am Chief Judge Jay Ukinow, and I thank you for watching.